No nyt on rouheikuori.
Pehmeä sisus.
Joo, on kyllä herkkuu.
Otetaanko sit testi?
Niin se on, pojat. Klassikon 5 tähden jäätelöpuikko. Maista klassikuutuus, maitosuklaa lakritsi. Niin se on.
Okay. The 20-minute heads up has flown past. That's okay. So yeah, hi everyone. Let's put on the screen capture there. As you can see, I was checking out Facebook. That's an important thing to do before you start coding anything. So, things that have happened since last time. Well, first of all, I ticked the archive this stream checkbox in Twitch. So, hopefully that'll let people watch this stream even after it has gone away, so that should be cool. I understand that Twitch only stores the streams for, what, 2 weeks, so I'll have to export that to YouTube ASAP. Okay, and the second thing, I said that I would look into how to zoom in on the screen capture. Well, I haven't had a lot of time to check that out, but I do have a crude solution, which is that I have set up different sources in the capturing software. So yeah, that'll do. Okay, what else? Let me just hit refresh. Oh yeah. Cool. Okay, time to put Facebook and Reddit away. Okay, and one more thing that has happened since last time. One commenter, who we titled Box, Mr. or Mrs. Box, we talked briefly about visuals in games and gameplay over visuals and whatnot. It wasn't that thorough or deep discussion, but it was a nice little discussion anyway. But it inspired me to make a crude little skin for the game. Skin is a term in libgdx, which means basically what it sounds like it means. So yeah, let me just show that. There we go. So we no longer use the default skin from libgdx. I mean, the default skin is fine, but since we're making a nice little video game, it will need to have a more thematically appropriate skin. And you may recognize some of these images. Hold on, let's go here. So about the sources, the icons are from gameicons.net, check them out, and the UI elements are from the amazing collection of a guy called Kenny from Netherlands, who has released amazing pixel art. I mean, it's more high-res than pixel art, but raster art? No, he provides vectors as well. Anyhow, he has released excellent assets for game UI and whatnot with Creative Commons 0 license. So that's awesome. So yeah, I decided to use them as at least a placeholder for our UI here, but maybe they'll stay. Okay, and what hasn't changed since last time is the cards that are played to the play area are still drawn pretty wonky. They are different sized and all that jazz, but we are not going to fix that today. Maybe next time. A bug creeped into the software. One of the free draws isn't rendered correctly, but let's see. Okay, so let's get cracking. So today's agenda is, let me just click over there. So yeah, step 0, maybe fix that bug about the free draws. Oh, last night I decided to do some, well, just before going to bed, coding, and that's always a good idea. There's a nice proverb, I don't know the English equivalent, but it's something like the morning always laughs at the labor of the previous night. Yeah. So yeah, you shouldn't do anything when you're tired. Okay, after I have checked that out, if I can quickly locate the culprit, I'll start refactoring the existing special effects class. There's a single class that tries to run every single special effect in the game. That doesn't sound like a good idea. Maybe it's just the enterprise side of me talking, but yeah, we'll refactor that. And if we have time, like I said on Reddit, I'm going to stream for about 2 hours. If we have time, I'm going to implement 1 or 2 new special effects. So let me show my Trello lists. I have actually crudely implemented 4 special effects already. I don't know if you can see it on the stream. Let me zoom in a bit. And before you get too excited, they're all the same. They modify the life amount of the player, and just by different amounts. So yeah, that is where I left off yesterday. Apparently I thought it would be a good idea to save that information in Trello. Why not? Okay, bugs, special abilities. So I have listed every special ability here, so I'll know where I am. Also the pirate effects. What's here? Oh yeah, right. And for anyone joining in now or who hasn't watched any of my previous streams, and again, sorry for not recording them, my bad. We are hacking a solitaire card game called Friday. I actually have the cover art at the corner of my stream. There we go. It's an excellent solitaire card game by Freedom on Freeze. I highly recommend grabbing a copy at your local game store. It's a really fun card game, and yeah, it's portable, and I really don't know why I'm implementing it other than that it's not that complicated and I needed something like that to implement. Okay, and I have high hopes that I'm going to compile it to Android and play it on my phone while commuting to work, so hey, there's that. Okay, so let's minimize that. And yeah, I've already wasted enough of time. Let's get cracking. So, step 0. Look what I've messed up. So, let's go to the fight controller. Right. There we go. Check out the player wants to draw a card. Let's be lazy about it and just set up a breakpoint, run the game, and hello. There we go. Set up a game and try to draw a card. So this hazard should have 5 free draws, and the places for them are set up here, and drawing a first card should place it here, but instead it is going to place it here. So what gives? We draw the card, yes, and actually about the overall architecture of the program, I decided to make this as easy and quick and dirty as possible, which means that whenever the player does something that changes the game state, the entire screen is redrawn. The entire screen, that's not entirely true, but a lot of the screen is just plain redrawn. Scrap the old one and draw it back. Now I know that I'm going to have my work cut out for me later on when I want to implement animations or something like that, but that's the technical depth that I decided to take to get this thing running. So yeah, so actually before I streamed I checked out that the numbers should be correct. It's just that the cards are... Oh, right, yeah, there it is. My. Okay, let's game state free cards remaining, greater than or 0. Then we add the card to the free played cards, otherwise to the normally played cards, and this also demands this. Okay, and this actually is the semantically, as far as the rules go, rule semantically correct way to, yeah, correct order of operations here. So let us click the breakpoint away, we don't need that, and launch the app and exploring the island, embark, draw a card, there we go. It was a very simple mistake indeed. Okay, now that we got that sorted out, maybe I should mention one thing about the font. It's not default Arial that comes bundled with libgdx. Hold on, let me just commit my changes and talk a bit about that cool thing that I did. Fixed card drawing to the correct side of the hazard. There we go. Check the rules PDF if that didn't make any sense. Okay, monitor capture. So what I did was, well, I am a bit artfully inclined person, but yeah, I don't have a good eye for color or anything. So if I want to make anything serious, I'll have to have a partner or someone who would be in charge of the assets. So I made a small auxiliary app for this project. It's called it's called Asset Pipeline, because that's basically what it is. I have the raw assets, which are packed and annotated and whatnot into assets that are used in the game. So I have the fonts as TTF files, true type fonts, and okay. Here's the font used. It's a free font from, well, the source is in that file somewhere, and there's a process that makes a bitmap font out of that, because the libgdx unfortunately doesn't support TTF fonts. I mean, there is an extension for that, but it doesn't work with GWT, so, and I really like GWT. I have all of the game icons downloaded as SVGs, so that, well, first of all, they take up a lot less space. Well, I was going to say that they're easier to put in the version control, but that's not entirely true. Maybe I'm still living way in the past. Anyhow, well, they're smaller, so that's more fun. Besides, I set up a batik. Let me just finish that thought and acknowledge a chat message. So yeah, I can compile the SVGs to any resolution I need, because again, libgdx doesn't support SVGs, which is a bummer, but understandable. Okay, user Gunaro says that the video quality is really low. Yeah, I should mention that I set the video quality to pretty low intentionally, and I thought that it was okay-ish, but let me just, okay, let's see if I can modify this live. Gunaro, please tell me if you can read the text now, because this is really the area of the screen that anyone should be interested in. So okay, where were we? Okay, that is sorted out. So, alright, I have to word wrap. There we go. Okay, let's go to the first actual thing that I was going to do, which is to refactor existing special effects to separate classes. And in fact, what I'm going to do here before that is increase the font size in Eclipse, which I just realized that I have never done. I'm sure that it can be done, but there we go. I think it's that. Okay, Gunaro confirms that he can read the text, but I'm still going to increase the size a bit. Yeah, that's good. That should be okay. Okay, let's get cracking. And there is a new class, which is okay. Gunaro, I promise that I will buy a better computer at the end of the year. The streaming quality should increase by then. Okay, I have completely forgotten what the name of the new class was. What else is new? So, okay, excellent. I hope that anyone can read the text now. Okay, here we have the Robinson card special runner. So what happens is that let's show at the same time. There we go. So here's a card with a special effect. This card here called Eating has a special effect of +2 life, and user can use each special effect once. And once it's used, it cannot be used until the card is played again at a later time. So like that. The button got disabled and the user gained 2 life. So what happens here is every special button calls this special clicked and passes in the Robinson card associated with that button. And there's some paranoid checking here, but here's the beef. We ask the special runner to run the special effect, and we pass in a runnable instance which shall be called after the effect has been run to completion successfully. So yeah, let's go there, and yes, I am aware of Java 8's lambdas, and I really like them, and I use them at work very much, but unfortunately GWT's version that I'm using here doesn't support them yet, so tough luck. Okay, run special. So what we have here is one giant switch statement. Now I could live with that, but I don't wanna. So let's actually do it like let's have a map. Robinson special as the key, and let's get back to the value type in a minute. Okay, and oh right, since we're doing a card game, it's not really time critical or anything, so we could use Java's standard map. Sure, there's nothing wrong with that, but with libgdx it is recommended to use the provided collection types. They are according to the manual or the wiki pages optimized for garbage collection. And since I keep forgetting about the libgdx collection types when doing libgdx stuff, I try my best to use them whenever I remember, which means that unfortunately you are going to have to watch me googling them up, cause I don't remember them very well. libgdx map, there we go. Oh, it's called map. Oh, it's a something else. libgdx collections, there we go. There's the array, there's map. Now what's cool about the libgdx maps, a thing that I I really like about them, there's actually an int map, a long map, which is int map is a map with, well, I'm sure you can read, but you can use integers as keys. Now, that may not be super cool, but you may find uses for that. I mean the primitive integer type. I like that. But yeah, we're gonna use the object map. That's what it's called in libgdx. Object map with key type of Robinson Special, which is an enumeration of every different special ability in the game. Now, this may not be the best solution, but it works here. Oh yeah, the formatting is really whack, but we'll live with that. Okay, and then we define an interface for the special runners. Let's call it special runner. Oh, I don't like that name. Let's actually rename the this, because it's not going to run the special effects anymore. It's going to more like manage the runners. So it's a Robinson Special Runner Manager. Wow. Okay, so we can have this and oh, right. Let's pass in the controller and the card, and of course the after a successful run callback as well. And let's create a new object map. Object map. Oh right, initial capacity should be set, because why not? Values, length, and besides, if I want to run this on my Android at someday, every little bit of optimization counts, because my phone ain't a powerhouse. Okay, let's populate that. Populate the map. Special runners. Now this is going to be the boarding part, but Robinson Special +1 life, and then we're gonna need an implementation for that. Let's actually create one now. There. Okay. In a sub package, specials. Now, how to name them? I really don't feel like repeating the word special runner with each of them. That would increase the, decrease the signal to noise ratio when scanning the classes with your eyes. You know what I mean. So let's just call it live modify. That's good. and it's in a Robinson card. So that's the amount of, is it called Polish notation, that I'm going to use here. Okay, and it implements the Robinson special runner. Okay, and Robinson life modify. And because we don't want to make 4 different classes for this same operation, the instance, the the class is going to have an instance field of the life amount. It's going to modify the value, the life total. So this is going to be 1. Plus 1 life, of course, plus 2 life, and minus 1 life, and minus 2 life. And let's set the values straight. There we go. And create the constructor life mod amount. Sounds like a good variable name. There we go. And then grab the implementation from here. Put it here and call the success method. Okay, let's let's do that, and life mod amount should be there. And okay, now we get rid of this god-awful switch, and special runners get card special run special controller card after successful run. And I shall assume that no one's going to call this method with a special that hasn't been populated in the map, so that's good. And now if we run the project, there we go. The eating card should work exactly like before. So we have 10 life, now we have 12. Excellent. So let's commit our changes. Also, I could show you what I'm doing. That's kind of the reason I'm streaming. Okay, so what we did was refactored special effect run code. That's good. Okay. And so there's that. Okay. Let's pick a special to implement. Something. Well, this should be easy. +1 card to double check what it does, you draw one card for free. Place it on the right side of the hazard card, and that means that it's not a free draw, it's an ordinary draw, but you don't pay any life for it. So okay, let's do that. That's really simple to implement. Special runners, pot, Robinson special, plus, draw one, draw, plus one card, okay. New Robinson, draw card. And I'm just guessing here that this can handle the draw two cards as well, but we'll see about that in a minute. Is that the correct package? It is not. And there we go. Now what I'm thinking here is that with the current interface for these actual runners, we have to remember to call the after successful run in every one of them, and I know for a fact that I'm going to forget that. So instead we call it here, change the method, there we go. Let's I could use Eclipse's change method, signature method, but okay. There we go. And now yeah, I'm thinking that the run special should have a sort of a veto right to the running of specials. Let me give an example here. So, for example, with the +2 cards, you can draw up to 2 additional fighting cards for free. How I've always played that rule is that I can look at the first card and then decide if I want to draw the next card. So that means that the control is going to stay in here for a bit, you know, logically speaking. Okay, this was a bad example. Let's see. Okay, with destroy, we could want to give the player the ability to cancel the running of the special, but you know, I actually have this little motivational notepad file here which I haven't saved, and you ain't gonna need it. Seriously, you ain't gonna need it. Yagnai. So let's not worry about that. So far this works like a charm. We run the special and then we call the callback. That's good. Okay. Oh, and about cancelling the special, these +2 cards, of course you can't cancel it once you have drawn the first card. The game's just gonna ask you if you want to draw another card or leave it at that. So yeah. So cancelling is not going to be part of that either. So yeah, okay. Let's assign the card amount. And once the special is run, let's just implement the +1 card case first. Dang it. I would kinda like friend methods in Java, but you can't have everything, so... And this is actually the totally wrong method to call, since this is the actual drawing, the basic drawing. Let's fix this little thing here. Okay. Whew, that was close. I was duplicating code. Okay. So yeah. I don't want to implement this method all over again. As small as it is, but yeah. So what we want to do is we want to make this public, and there's actually a third thing. Right. Life cost. So let's put that here as well. Okay, I should explain what I'm doing. So I had this one grand method originally that drew drew cards for the player, and I have then split it into two, because I was, well, doing the same thing in each branch. There's two branches of code here, one for if there are free cards remaining, meaning that the player doesn't have to pay for the cards, and one for the other, that the player has to pay, not the other way around, but you know. And yeah, this was just a minute ago, it was private, the actual drawing of the card, but now I just realized that I would really want to call this here in the special effect. And if we were writing C++ or C#, I would have just made this friend method, or however it was done in those languages. But in Java that's not an option, so it's public. So just in case I or anyone else who might happen to stumble on to this source code doesn't wreak havoc with this method, let's leave a friendly note. Player wants to draw a card. Okay. That's good. So we go here. We don't call the player wants to draw a card, because this is not normal drawing, this is special drawing. Draw card is instead called, and it is not a free draw, instead the card goes to the right side of the hazard. But it doesn't cost anything to draw. That's really it for the +1 card case. So yeah, let's commit our changes. Special +1 card. Commit. Okay. Let's update the Trello. +1 card goes there. And let's talk about the +2 cards. Oh, sorry, I'll mute my mic when I'm drinking. Okay. So, what should happen is the player wants to use the special of +2 cards, and then 1 card is automatically drawn. After that, the player has the option of examining what is on the tableau. I just realized that I've always only seen this word written. Well, that's okay. Oh. Yeah, I'm running Windows 10. If you shake a window like this, it minimizes everything else. I had forgotten about that. So yeah, let's restore everything like they were. Okay. Okay, so when the player wants to use the +2 cards, a special effect, they click it, 1 card is drawn automatically, then the player has the option, or rather the opportunity to examine their tableau, and then they can decide if they want to draw 1 more card or not. And only after that is the special done. And that actually yeah. Well, I guess I have to do a total 180 on this and return the callback method back to the special runner. Oh, but that's okay. Let's do that. So this gives more power and control to the individual special effects with the cost of having to remember to call it whenever implementing a new special. But yeah. Let's here, 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 and click and run, and do the same for the life modify. And after that, after a successful run. Okay, and just to keep the revision numbers increasing, let's commit our changes and refactored the special done callback back to the individual specials. Done. Okay, so let's go back to the Robinson draw card. Um, so we can't use the existing dialog pop-up methods that we have done implemented in the controller or the UI, I can't remember where, because we actually don't want to grab totally the screen. I mean, yeah, the screen, yeah. We want to let the player see and examine their tableau, their need to evaluate their need for the second card draw. So what I'm thinking is that let's here we could oh, how horrible. I have to do some actual user interface design work here. So yeah, we have the two buttons that the player is constantly clicking at the bottom of the screen. Maybe we could add the question there. Yeah, that could work. Yeah, I think that it works. So we will change the layout so that we will not hide these two buttons. That's just going to ask for trouble. If we replace them with a question, I feel that the user might quote-unquote trip on that and click on one of the new buttons thinking it was one of these that the player is constantly clicking, and I know that I would fall for that trap. So instead what I'm going to do is add a new area for this into this layout. It's called, I mean, the function is to get information from the user in the form of buttons, clickable buttons, that still let the player examine the game state, the tableau. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Let's close the game. Ask unobtrusively. And now you see in action one of the things that I do a lot. I check spelling with Google. Unobtrusively looks fine. Okay. Ask unobtrusively. Let's think about that for a moment. What we require is the question, the options, and the callback. Yeah, that should do it. Create method. Is this thinking that it belongs here. Yes, it does, yeah. Let's public interface unobtrusive question asker. So yeah, now we can choose new implementations for that later. And the callback is unobtrusive question answer listener. Public. It's an interface. It doesn't need that. Question answered. String answer. I mean, I feel like this is obvious, but while letting the player examine the tableau, but not draw cards or activate special effects. There we go. So that's the intended function. And I can't do that. Oh, fine. Oh yeah, it's the... Yeah, the screen is supposed to implement that. There we go. Okay, now this is going to be the interesting bit. Let's go here. Here we construct the well, the root layout or the basic layout. It is libgdx's UI packages table is the root. In libgdx almost everything is a table, which is kind of cool. Don't confuse that with HTML tables. Okay, so to iterate, what I was thinking was to have the question area above the basic drawing and resolving buttons. So it's that. Sorry about that, technical difficulties. Okay, so what we want to have is we want to have, yeah, a table. Everything's a table in libgdx. Question area. table, add question area. Call span is 5 and fill, and that's it. And convert to a field, and then when we want to ask an unobtrusive question area, we clear it of any previous question. And at this point I think someone is screaming that there should be a stack of questions. You may be right, but you ain't gonna need it. Okay. Oh, shoot. One thing that I always forget is pass in the skin, because then it's really easy to just add a string and the table handles the what is it, creation of the label. Oh, right, and call span is the size of the options array. And now for every option we add right, we need buttons. Did we have our own button implementation? I mean, with the settings, what we want to have. Button with image and text. That sounds exactly what we want. Button, new button with image and text. No image, just the text, skin and asset provider, and button at listener. It's still a button, right? Yes. New click listener. And source override clicked. Okay. And finally, let's add the button to the layout. Yes. Fill and expand X. Okay. And screen ask. It's not the screen. Oh, right. There. Yeah, here. Let's add a type parameter. Screen extends fight screen UI wrapper and the question asker. I have a feeling that I really should refactor these out of this class, which I will do at some point. Okay. And here we go. Excellent. So now the screen object, which is the UI side of things, has to implement both of these interfaces. One for the usual screen stuff and one for the question asker thing. And now to iterate, I want to keep them separate so that I can more easily change this implementation, because I somehow feel like that's a good idea. Okay, let's screen. Okay, what's up with that? Screen extends side screen UI wrapper. Oh, right. I'm an idiot. I have totally forgotten the syntax. So once again, live streaming, Northburn's Google stuff. Java type to interfaces. Of course, it's a single apostrophe. Natürlich. Screen at. Okay, what now? Oh, right, yeah. We have to define them via this. This is one of the small nuances of Java that I'm not 100% fully in the know what's going on, but maybe someday I'll know. There we go. Ask unobtrusively. It still wants an object. Let's fix that now. And change the type of that to that. And now this might be the fastest way to get that to my clipboard. There we go. Oh, all right. So now we have an ask unobtrusively method that makes a question appear. It doesn't do much else. Let's make it do. When one of the buttons is clicked, the callback is called. Options. Does it work like that? Well, not quite. So, oops. Extract that to a local variable, and we can actually make that final. And that'll do. Of course, this has to be final. Okay. And now what we want is to check this out in action. So let's seed the deck. Oh, and this is actually one of the things that I really should do at some point, is to make some demo apps for this card game, runnable game instances that have certain scenarios built in, so that when I want to see in action a certain card, I don't have to go here and seed the scenario. Yeah, this is horrid. Please excuse me. Okay, so game state, draw Robinson deck, stack, add. I'm just gonna create new Robinson cards. Foo, fight value 0. Type is Robinson card type. Knowledge. How did you put the specials in? There is. It is overloaded. Right. Okay. So here, special. Let's +1 card. Game state, Robinson deck, stack, add that one. Okay, let's check it out. Let's pick any card, and well, immediately we can see that something is wrong. Right, yeah. We forgot about this little fellow if we were doing HTML tables again. Again, I minimized everything. I really have to stop shaking the screens. Yeah. Wow, that's really detrimental to my workflow. Who would have known? Right, what were I doing? Right, the layout. Construct layout. There we go. And a super simple slip hop, and now we're cooking with gas. Right. Game capture on, embark. Okay, so let's draw some cards. If we click that, there's the question and the options. I actually like how this looks, and I'm not going to spend any more time polishing it up. We are very satisfied with this. And the game crashed when I tried to ask another question. Oh, right, because we haven't actually implemented the +2 cards yet. Excellent. Let's map that as well. We should commit our changes. Mostly what we've done since last commit is fight UI question layout. Okay. Oh, what a rookie mistake. We actually added type parameters to the controller and now we have to pass them everywhere. I don't like that. I mean, it's not a huge huge bummer, but it's kind of a bummer. Okay, let's break that away. Yeah. Actually, yeah, this type doesn't quite belong here, because that is not exactly seen outside, but it's very very much belongs here. Okay. Okay, you know what? We are going to save so much headaches today if we just let the UI wrapper extend the unobtrusive question asker. Now it ain't pretty, and I wouldn't necessarily pass it through code review, but hey, we're hackety hacking. Okay. That's good enough for us now. Okay. So, let's return to the desktop launcher. Now, oh, sorry. Game capture on. So what should happen is that when we click the special effect +2 cards, the question pops up. Now every functional button, which means drawing cards, activating special effects, or resolving the battle, every one of those should be disabled as long as the question is active. So let's implement that. Actually, when I'm looking at the screen here, while I'm pondering if I want to draw another card, I actually want to know which special effects I have and haven't used yet. So yeah, we're not gonna do that. Actually, okay, the simplest thing that I can now think of that we're gonna do is that when the game is asking a direct question, do you want to draw another card? If you try to do anything operative, functional, whatever, the game just gonna show you a nice little notification indicating that, you know, I'm asking you a question, please answer. And that's going to be good enough for us, at least for now. So, let's go to the question. Let's commit the changes so far, which was just refactored and restructured minor stuff. Don't oh, and let's actually stream something. Okay, So here, do the button clicks pass through a single choke point? If they do, that's great. If they don't, well, okay, there's three types. There's the okay, let's restructure the code so that there is a single choke point in this Fight UI, which handles the unobtrusive question thingy. And luckily, these are going to be easy. Or better yet, just oh damn, I miss lambda so much. Oh. Oh well. Let's close others and let's find the place that calls this the special clicked. The Robinson card widget does that. Okay. And the handler is okay. Well, well, right. That goes straight to the controller. Fine. What we want to do now is have it go through the UI class, and that passes it through to the controller if it sees fit. So the easiest way to refactor this change is to momentarily remove the special click handler from the controller, which should lead us straight to the excellent. There. There it is. Okay, what we want to have is a wrapper here. So what we can do is just implement it like this. Like that, and it calls that. It's kind of like a man in the middle kind of deal. Okay, and let's return that there. So now in the Fight UI we have the three click paths ready to be intercepted. If the special clicked method didn't have any parameters, this would have been a bit easier, but it's not impossible. Um, okay, let's just there we go. Asking question and private void a private boolean is asking question. And notifies user if indeed he is asking a question at the moment. So return asking question, and if asking question, show notify foobar. Hard-coded strings. You see, I'm using hard-coded strings in my application, but I have collected them all into a single class. Okay, notify. I really should rename that method. Okay, notification, and asking question, please answer. Okay, create the constant. Please answer the question first. Okay, let's see what it does now. We embark against cannibals. Let's click this. Okay, there's the option. We try to draw a card. Oh right, we don't actually. Yeah, we don't. Oh, right. Okay. One last thing before we actually use this new method is let's disable some buttons when asking. We don't want to disable the special buttons because let's not deviate. Let's just do it like we intended to do it. So if he's not asking question, the same thing here, and also in here. There we go. And now, oh, sorry, I forgot. Oh. Yeah, I really should pay attention to what I'm streaming and what not. Here we have the game capture, which lets us see the game well, but I really should change to the monitor detail one. Okay, so we click +2 draw. We try to draw another card, but the game begs us to answer the question first. Same with the resolve. And when trying to activate another special. And now oh, whoops. Notify full bar. No. I mean, yeah. I just went and actually put that reminder text as the title of the notification window, so that it looks a bit better. Oh, alright, so let's commit them changes. And what we did was the right, stop player, and again stream some stuff. Stop the player from bypassing an unobtrusive question. Commit. So now now we are actually ready to actually implement the +2 cards. So let's do that. Let's go to the Robinson draw card. Oh, right. Hard-coded strings. Let's ask the player if they want to draw one more. And let's create the texts. There we go. And if equals answer, we draw one more card. So let's run the game, embark on this quest. So click +2 cards, draw one more. We say no. What just happened? Oh, right. Right. Yeah, the screen is not updated. And actually, spoiler alert. Let's check the card amount. If card amount is 1, just after successful run. Otherwise, do that whole question thing. So embark here. Draw. Excellent. +2 cards. We answer no. Okay. And run the game again. Embark here. Draw 2 cards. We have drawn 1 card and we want to draw another. Yes, and we did. Look at that. Done and done. So let's commit our changes. Ability +2 cards. Commit and update Trello. Okay. I am really happy with the progress I made today. Implementing that unobtrusive question handler, whatever it was called, that's gonna make a lot of things easier down the line, I'm sure. Though it's a bit rough around the edges. There should be some kind of disabling of the existing buttons that can't be clicked, but it's the first version. Again, you have to think about return on investment and just get it done. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I have streamed almost 2 hours now, but it's getting real late here, and we have actually reached a very nice milestone here. So I think it is safe to call it a night. And again, the game we are implementing is Friday by Freedom and Freeze. Check it out at your local game store. It's an excellent one-player card game about Robinson Crusoe fighting pirates and cannibals and wild animals and becoming hungry and stupid. It's a great game. Okay, thanks a lot for watching, and until next time.